you deal with multiple personalities inside of your office. Wouldn't it be good to know exactly how the people in your office are motivated and how you can position things so that they will do the things that you need them to do inside of your office? You can do this now with your current team members, and you definitely can do it with people who are coming on board or possibly coming on board as new team members. You can do that with your kids, with your spouse. It has opened up a whole new world of understanding. Hey leaders, hope you're having an amazing week again this week, and I want to talk to you about something that I've learned over the last couple of months, and I've been really excited about it. I'm actually going to make all of my clients do this because I did it, and it's really eye-opening. So there is a book out there by a lady named Gretchen Rubin, and it's called The 4 Tendencies. And if you have read it before, I want you to go back and read it again. If you've never heard of it before, go grab it. I have it on audio. My wife has it on hard copy. And you can also go to the4tendencies.com or gretchenrubin.com, and you can take the quiz. Now, I would actually recommend that not only you take the quiz, but the entire office takes the quiz. And the reason why is because you're learning something very interesting. She has interviewed over a million people have done the quiz, and she's interviewed thousands of people about the different tendencies we have and why do we do stuff, what motivates us. Now, I'm going to tell you a personal story for myself. You might have even heard me, if you've heard me on stage say this or in different settings. I've said to myself, and I've said to people often, that I personally am a lazy person. I like to do as little work as possible to get the results that I want. So I try to, I've lived my life being able to look at something and go, how can we shortcut that to get to the result the fastest way we can? I look at things differently. That's why when I'm working with you in your business, or you're hearing me talk about marriage or relationships or parenting, that I'm always trying to give some sort of, if you will, for lack of a better word, it's a big buzzword right now, but for lack of a better word, a hack. I really try to see how we can get a shortcut to the results that you want, right? Well, I've always looked at that as lazy, because the truth of the matter is, I could personally live in a 10 by 10 foot room, give me a television, order out some food, and I'm happy. Like, I don't need a lot in life. I'm actually a very introverted person. I know some of you will be like, what? He's on stages stuff. But that's when I'm out in public and I'm on stages. When I am at home, I love to just sit and, hang out with Shannon. I love to run errands. I don't really like to be in a lot of crowds. And so I used to call that lazy, right? And I know there's an introverted part of that, but I used to call that lazy. Well, what I learned through taking this quiz and this understanding is that I'm not lazy. I am just an obliger. What does that mean? There's 4 tendencies that Gretchen has created. Number 1 is the upholder. Number 2 is the questioner. Number 3 is the obliger. And number 4 is the rebel. Now, the names alone kind of tell you what they do, right? And it's not as simple as just going, well, I'm an obliger, because a lot of them intersect, right? So I'm an obliger, meaning that I will actually do stuff more because of outside forces. In my case, my family, right? My kids, knowing I have kids and a wife that need stuff from me, like, food and shelter, that motivates me. As a client of mine, I am an obliger, right? When I bring on a client, I want to know what do they want so that I can deliver those things, and I try to mesh up what I do with what they need, and knowing that they're counting on me to get results, that's what motivates me. Whereas someone else might be an upholder, someone who just like from inside has a goal, has a desire. That's why they do it. They don't care about what other outside sources are. It's just because they personally are motivated to do it, and they have a drive to do that from inside. It's upholding their own values and belief systems is what's important to them. Then there's your rebel and your questioner, and I'm not going to go through all of it because you can do that on the quiz. But what an eye-opening, learning it was for me, for my family, not just for who I work with, but for my family. Now, as a client, I've now decided I'm going to have all of my clients do this test. So if you're watching this and you're one of my clients, you'll see on the link to the video that I'm sending you, we'll also have that link on there for you to take this test, because now it's going to help me understand how I can work with you better, right? Because I have clients, for example, I have a client who they are doing the do-it-yourself program. It's all by themselves. They meet with me once a month, and that's it. Everything else is on video. And they're killing it. They're doing everything they should be doing. They're in order. They're doing all the trainings. It's awesome. And then I have clients who work with me on my one-on-one program where I am actually there helping them every single month. We're doing 2 to 3 meetings a month to get the results that they want, and I am pulling them along. I feel like they're like I'm doing so much work, and this is nothing against them if this is you, if you feel like this is you that I'm talking to. It's not. I'm just saying that there's different tendencies. And so for me, it's been a matter of trying to figure out what that's about. Now I understand. And now through the 4 tendencies, I understand that there are people who are just motivated different ways. And I now am putting it upon myself to learn how to deal with those and to talk with those and to challenge those so that they work better. Now, how can this help you? Well, gosh, you deal with multiple personalities inside of your office. Wouldn't it be good to know exactly how the people in your office are motivated and how you can position things so that they will do the things that you need them to do inside of your office? You can do this now with your current team members, and you definitely can do it with people who are coming on board or possibly coming on board as new team members. You can do that with your kids, with your spouse. It has opened up a whole new world of understanding. For those of you that have been through the emotional intelligence, the emotional fingerprints training of mine, you know we have the different eyes that happen, right? And that's great. That's good to understand what makes us happy and what makes us sad. We need to know that. But this is a whole new understanding of the motivation side of things. And I love it. I think it's very powerful. I wouldn't say motivation, I'll say drivers, right? You understand my thing about motivation, that motivation has to come from within inside. But from now, as an outside source, being able to see, oh, this is why they're questioning everything I do. My teenage daughter, well, she's not a teenager anymore. She's 19. I guess she's still a teenager. She is someone who would forever be like, why are you always questioning everything we say? Just believe us, right? Well, she's a questioner, which is funny because that's what her mom is too. Her mom is a questioner. And so we have to look at those things so we can understand each other better. It's all about understanding each other better. Anyways, I hope you can see how excited I am about understanding this and learning this, because it's a really great tool that you can use inside of your business, inside of your home, and I want to use it with you. So go to GretchenRubin.com or the4tendencies.com. Go get the book if you can. If you want it on audio, it's on audio. And go take the quiz and see what comes up for you. All right? Hope you're having a great day. See you on the next video.